It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming. Football's coming home. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming. Football's coming home. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming. Rainbows on the earth. Still gleaming. As the years ahead. Stop me dreaming. Eyes on the shame. That's what's up. It's coming home, baby. It's a celebration, bitches. How am I very late? I said the stream was starting at 8, and it's basically 8. Okay? I mean, I would have gone live earlier. But England didn't want to score past the equalizer, so we had to wait until penalties. Okay? Can I just say something, alright? Listen. Fuck extra time. No one fucking likes extra time. 90 minutes and you niggas couldn't score. Or you're equalized. And you want us to do another 30? If you can't score in the 90 or it's a draw, straight to penalties. No one's got time for this shit. Okay? We got shit to do. 90 minutes, is the shit's still tied out. You want us to do another 30? You couldn't score in 90 on 30 more. Fuck out of here. Go straight to penalties. Penalties, you know it's gonna be over quick. Someone gonna mess up, some shit gonna get saved, and that's it. No one got time for no extra time. Straight to the shit, man. Straight to the fucking shit. Anyway, why are we here? We're not here to talk about football. We're here to talk about the Sonic, of course. The most important thing to all of us. More than life itself, more than our families, more than our friends. The Sonic. That's what we're here for. For those of you who don't know why we're here, there's an event taking place regarding the Sonic, what we're going to be covering. Before that, I need to go through some tweets, so I will open the links. The event starts in less than half an hour. Yo! John X with the $5 donation. Thank you so much for the support. Let me see the message. You doing alright, Prem? I'm about to try out the Freedom Planet games. You think they're any good? Man, I haven't played that much of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I had fun. If you enjoy classic Sonic, you get some fun out of it. But I didn't play them much. I want to play the second one. I bought it, but I haven't played it yet. The first one I played like a couple hours. Like, you know. But obviously, like, I prefer 3D Sonic, so these are like good if you're really into like the 2D stuff. I enjoy Freedom Planet 1. It was fun, but I didn't finish it. Right? When it comes to like Sonic inspired games, like it's the 3D ones that you gotta ask me on, because like Spark 3, that's my shit. That's my shit. So I'll ride for that game. But thank you for the support. 100 hours in Lost World, let's go. You guys don't remember back in the day, I used to like cover the most Lost World mods. I was covering so many Lost World mods, like I was basically a Lost World tuber at one point. Like it was real shit, you know. So yeah, that's why there's so many Lost World hours. Not because I'm in love with the game. I did say that Lost World mods were pretty fun though, because of the parkour. Like there will be so many unfinished stage mods, but because of the parkour, you'd use like the spin dash and the parkour to like complete unfinished stage mods, which was surprisingly pretty fun. Oh yeah, this is a leak. I don't know if I should show this. It is a leak. I don't need fucking Paramount on my ass, okay? But, you know. Alright. I think the official Sonic Twitter posted about this as well, so let me pull up their tweet. For those of you who didn't know, this was announced a while ago, but I mean everyone forgot about it, but we've just been reminded. For those of you who don't know, for those who are unaware, why is this load? For those who are unaware, there's an event. It's called the Anime Expo. For those of you who are weebs, you probably already know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's in, I think, LA, and there's multiple panels, right? And they got the voice actors of Shadow and Maria, not Maria in the movie. I'm guessing the game. When was the last time Maria had a voice? Am I missing something? Is this like the voice from like 05? I don't even know. And it's hosted by Childish. I thought I said Gambino for a second. I was like, well, how the fuck you get Childish Gambino to host this shit? Childish Gambino? The fuck? Anyway, yeah. They're streaming it on Twitch. But like, yeah. I'm not gonna watch it on Twitch. I'm gonna watch it on YouTube. Man, we don't even get the main event. Anime Expo Lite? Lame. We get the side event. There was like a main one before. We get the light shit. They drafted us to the side. Drafted us to the fucking side, man. What's up with that? Anyway. Prem's such an anime casual. I'm not a casual. I don't watch it. There's a difference, okay? A casual is like, you know, you watch like the bait shit. That's what a casual is. I don't watch it. Okay? I watched Sonic X. Okay, I did watch a season of Attack on Titan. Like one season, okay, but that was it. Okay, I watched like one episode of Kill la Kill. I actually wanted to keep watching that, but time got the better of me. But you know, I might finish that at some point. But yeah, far from a casual. I mean, I don't really watch it. Have I seen the Sonic Movie 3 leak on Shadow? Yeah, I've seen it. The question is, do we show it on screen, because we know that Paramount get very aggressive with the ban hammer, okay? In fact, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do, right? I know they get aggressive with the ban hammer, so I'm not gonna put it in my stream. But there's a leak of Shadow's design in the movie, so click at your own risk. I'll discuss, but I ain't showing it on screen. Because I know them Paramount niggas don't play around, okay? But yeah, Shadow looks like you would expect Shadow to look based on how Sonic looks. You know? Not much to say about that, really. He looks how you'd expect. They didn't butcher him. So if you're worrying that maybe they butchered him, they didn't. On to more of the Sonic. Alright. We talked about that. Okay, yeah, I wanted to talk about this before the event starts. Well, the event starts, but before the Sonic panel starts. Just in case you guys are unaware. Let's check the schedule quick. So this is LA time, so 8 hours behind the UK, which is where we're at now. Metal13 donated $5 and said, I don't know if you're a man-child who collects Sonic figures, but Neo Metal Sonic is getting a 4-inch figure from Jax. Gotta support the GOAT. Man, I mean, I don't collect that much shit, but I have got some shit. I mean, it's actually to my left right now. Like, literally to the left. I've got, I mean, we got time, why not? I'm only showing this because it's the closest. I got the Crash 4. Got that shit. I got, this is just a Mario amiibo. Got that. I got Mania Collector's Edition. I still got that. I got, what else I got? I've got the Superior Adventure game right here. It's supposed to light up, but the shit doesn't light up. Defective products, of course. Thank you, Sega. Of course, I had a Wii U naturally, so because I had a Wii U, obviously I had this. Then, of course, I rep 06 boys, so I got that limited edition 06. See, they numbered the shit, so you know it's limited edition. Only 2,500 of these were made, so they told us. So, yeah, got that. And I've got the silver one as well, which I did an unboxing of that, but I'm not about to carry that right now, because that's not a one-handed device. I'm not carrying the silver one, but it's there. You can check the unboxing on that. Any Shadow? I actually haven't got any Shadow much. Just literally Sonic and Silver. But I might get something Shadow related at some point. You know. Ugh. Yo, Mazo with the Wonder. Yeah, it's definitely coming home, man. It's coming home. It's definitely coming home. What's in the jar? What jar are you talking about? Ugh. Anyway, yeah, where are we? The Sonic. Today's July 6th. Can you get to the date we're talking about, please? There. At 12:30 LA time, which is 8:30 UK time, which is where we're at, they are doing, let me get to it, please. Sega presents a new era of Shadow, shedding light on the ultimate life form. So it's a 50-minute event. It says Shadow is back. Join Father Zook, Sonic Team Creative Officer Kirk Thornton, and Stephanie Scher, English voices of Shadow and Maria. Again, when was the last time Maria had a voice? And the directors of Studio Gig X as they discuss all things Shadow, his origins, his story in Sonic X Shadow Generations, an upcoming animated short, and more. Ooh, maybe some gameplay? I don't know. Don't get your hopes up though, because they might disappoint. You know it's Sega, right? This room will not be cleared prior to the panel. This room will not be cleared after this panel. Okay, that doesn't concern us, obviously. Mazo the Wonder got Kia Starmer. Oh, you talking about that politics? Man, I don't follow that shit, man. I be getting the letters in the mail like, vote for this person, vote for that. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a fuck. Like, which old person is gonna run the country? I don't give a fuck, right? None of them got my best interests at heart. It's not my concern, you know. But, you know, Prem looks less bold. Guys, I'm not bold, okay? I just cut my hair low because I like it that way. But I actually need to go to the barbers. It's starting to grow a little bit. So, you know. I don't know why people think I'm going bold. It literally doesn't even run in my family. Like, dead us. Like, my dad is, like, turning 70 next month, and he's not bald. Like, it's not even a thing in my family. Dead us. Like, my hair is gonna stay. Maybe not my mustache, but, like, my top hair will stay for sure. Ugh. I should grow it. I've already done the afro thing. I'm not doing that shit again. Never again, man. You had Nico or Milana running for... I'm sure that must have been a troll for a video or something. Yes, Bradley, my dad is 70, okay? Remember, I'm the last born. I got older siblings, you know? Well older siblings, like 80s borns and shit. Like, you know. So, yeah. I was the mistake child. Well, they didn't tell me that, but you know. Ugh. Anyway, someone said braids. Man, I thought about doing braids. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought about doing braids. Maybe in my 30s I might do braids. I remember when I was a kid and I got my first DVD. Someone in the chat just probably went, "What the fuck is a DVD?" My first DVD was Like Mike, Lil Bow Wow, and he had the braids. I wanted to braid my hair from then, but I never did it. But yeah. Someone said, how do you don't know what DVD is? You'll be surprised. There's some youngins in these chats nowadays. You gotta be like surprised. Like, sometimes you say some shit and they'll be like, what's that? You know? You just have to be careful nowadays. Bradley, I'm not talking about you. Obviously, you had DVDs. You suck off physical media. There's even younger than you, Bradley. You're getting up to Unk status as well. You 24 now. Like, let's not forget. Some of you in this chat are younger than 06. Don't lie to me. Don't lie. Some of you lot are younger than 06. Okay? So... ask them what a floppy disk is. Man, I still remember my first floppy disk. Someone said, what's a car? I mean, what's a car is not gonna happen. Not anytime soon. But there's gonna be a moment, right? There's gonna be a moment when the cars start driving themselves. When, like, no one drives cars anymore, they just drive themselves. And someone's gonna see, like, an old movie. And they'll see the steering wheel and be like, what the fuck is that? Like, we used to control the cars back in my day. Before they started driving themselves. This is called a steering wheel, son. You put you on game. Type shit. What's an MP3? Man, it's actually true, you know, people don't even know, like, people might not even know what MP3 is if they don't download any music. Like, if you just stream, you might not even know what an MP3 is. You just stream, right? Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, because, like, if you grew up in the 2000s, like, you knew what an MP3 was because everything you listened to was fucking pirated. It was downloaded, it was LimeWired up, torrented, wherever the fuck you downloaded it from. Your iPod is full of pirated music. So, you knew what an MP3 was. Ugh. That leak from the Japanese Shadow Generations website about another playable character was confirmed to be just a skin. When did they confirm that? Where's the source for that? Someone said, what's a Nokia? That's funny, what's a Nokia? Because I was watching, was it Minority Report last year? It's a movie from 2002. But it's like set in like the 2040s or 2050s. And it's set in the future, but then they had huge Nokia adverts. So I was watching it and I was like, well, that aged poorly. Nokia in the 2040s? Like, oh god. That's funny. Someone said I own multiple DVDs and I'm 18. Well, I mean, look, some things will always transcend, right? Not everyone is going to be like unaware of new shit. You know, generations are very fluid, right? Two people could be born the same year and one of them could have grown up, like, two people could be born in like 2000. One of them grew up on like PS2, 360, and the other grew up on fucking Sega Genesis because maybe they had older siblings who had a Sega Genesis. You could have two different eras. Also, the country you're born in affects shit as well. Because, you know, like, the first one might get shit earlier, right? As someone who went back and forth between England and Ghana, I used to switch between fast internet and slow internet in the same year. Like, I remember when I used to come back, I'll be in England for the summer and I'll go back to, like, Ghana for school. And I used to, like, download all the shit I could download before I went back because the internet was going to be horrible. So I was like, if I need to download, like, I remember I had, like, 8 hours before my flight and I needed to go back to Ghana. I was like, I had to download GTA 4 just so I could play it in Ghana without having to spend, like, weeks trying to download it. It was peak. But anyway, I'm supposed to be covering this fucking news. There was a whole interview I had to read. See, I haven't even gotten to the news now. Now the event's gonna start. I mean, we can cover it after the event, but there's a whole, like, fucking interview that I want to cover. But it's probably a lot of rambling anyway. See, I wanted to start earlier, but the match was taking too long. If we don't cover it now, we'll cover it after the event, you know? I'm sure the event will give us a lot to talk about anyway. Yo! John X, the $5 donation. People don't even know about Blockbuster or Kmart. Man, I don't know if that's an American thing, but I don't know what the fuck Kmart is. I have no idea what Kmart is. Like, I know Blockbuster for sure. I don't know what the fuck Kmart is. Was this in the UK? Yeah, this was not in the UK. Yeah, I had no idea what the fuck Kmart is. No idea. Pumpkin donated $5 and said something about the animation being PS5 exclusive irks me. Well, I mean, it's just gonna get thrown onto YouTube like literally the moment it comes out, so it's not really a big deal. But obviously Sega's trying to do that whole exclusive bullshit. So, yeah. Is Gamer Guide putting spoilers in the chat? Oh my god. Spoiler guide! Spoiler guide! I should play Stellar Blade. I think I played the demo of that. It was alright. It seems more like it's focused on the eye candy than the gameplay. People left off of that. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think we have enough time to go through all the shit now. But we can read the headline at least. It says Shadow Generations will have significant emphasis on story. Will cross over with Sonic Generations. They also confirmed that Time Eater will have some kind of role in Shadow Generations. They didn't confirm that they did not confirm that they were gonna fix that mid Time Eater boss, you know, which they really should have, but they didn't confirm that. Someone said, "What's an emerald?" I wonder if these people are serious or this goes back to the age thing I was talking about before. Like, people don't actually know who Emerald is. It's all over Twitter now. Man, so this shit really leaked? Where's my phone, man? Where's my phone? I'm sure it's on Discord already. Let me see if I can find a link. There we go, that's the link. Holy fuck, that is sick. Oh, that is sick, shit. That is actually sick. That is crazy. Oh, baby. So is Emerald gonna be like the skin we get to play as in Shadow Gens? Man, that is clean. Hold on. I'm gonna put that on the screen because that's kind of clean. I'm not gonna lie. That's clean, man. That's clean. I'm gonna put that on the screen right now. I'm gonna put that shit on the screen because that shit clean, man. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is clean. Oh, that's beautiful, man. That is beautiful. Shit. Ah, that is actually really fucking clean. Oh, Rouge is there. Shit, Rouge is. I didn't even think about that. Rouge and Omega are there. I didn't even see them. Rouge and Omega are there. Hold on. Man, we need the Team Dark, man. We need the Team Dark. We need the Team Dark game, man. We need that shit. We need that shit, man. Team Dark is so goated, man. Like, oh. See, I want to play Heroes now. I want to play Heroes now. Team Dark is that shit, man. Like, Team Dark. Oh. Where's my Heroes remake? Give me now. Now. The fuck? I'm gonna go pee before this event starts, man. I want my Heroes remake now. Now! Ugh. We got a donation from Heroic Lion Gaming, $5. Is Emerald canon from the Sonic Battle GBA series? I don't know if he's canon because I stopped taking the Sonic canon seriously like a long time ago. Probably the moment when I was, you know, probably the moment I realized that Shadow died at the end of SA2. And we've been playing this in for years. Because remember, like, I didn't beat SA2 as a kid, I beat it as an adult. I played it as a kid, I just didn't get to the end. So I didn't even know Shadow was dead. And I played Heroes and beat that as a kid. And then I played Shadow the Hedgehog. And then I played 06. You know, Rivals 1 and 2 with Shadow was playable. And then I found out online that Shadow dies at the end of SA2. And I was like, this nigga I've been playing as for years has been dead this whole fucking time. And he just came back to life. Like, the fuck? That's when I stopped taking the lore seriously. That was it for me, pretty much. I don't take that shit seriously. They just do whatever the fuck they want, and then they try and explain it in the lore. The lore is not serious. If they wanted to do classic Shadow, he'd be there. I know Azuka said he didn't want Shadow in the classic games, but if he did, he'd put him in there and come up with a lore reason for why it works. They don't design the games around the lore. They design the lore around the games. The quicker you guys understand that, the better. Have we started yet?
Where's the hammer? Oh, okay. Put it on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got...
Ugh. I don't know if it's your kind of thing, but are you watching The Boys? Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. That show keeps getting weirder and weirder. Weirder and weirder. Where's the link? You mean you don't want to watch it through me? You want to go off somewhere and watch it by yourself, Gamer Guide? Ugh. Alright, let's start. What's this discount link in bot? I really hope this isn't copyrighted, but it's probably too late for that. You started yet? Alright. How's the volume levels? Ugh. Is Sonic music free to you? Okay, here we go.
Hello,
here we go.
Everyone. Welcome.
Where's Daddy Zook?
Hi.
Izuka. El Zucador.
New era of Shadow the Hedgehog.
Le Zook.
New era of Shadow. Shedding light on the ultimate life form panel at Anime
Zukensteifer.
Expo. My name is Zeno Robinson. I will be your host today.
This is Childish
so we can
again,
celebrate
Zeno.
not just the fastest thing alive, but also the ultimate life form. Yeah? That's right. Today
Someone
we'll be
really
talking
bought the
about
Shadow
everyone's
plushie to the
favorite
thing.
anti-hero hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Wait, where did he get that Sonic jacket from? Hold on, where's that from? I didn't hear about this much.
You may know.
I was not made aware of this much.
A hedgehog. Who exactly
I want
is
one.
the ultimate life form? What more can we learn about him? These are questions we will discover the answers to, not just in a new game coming out later this year, but also, you guys can cheer. You guys can cheer for the new game. Yeah.
Turn it up.
Yeah.
Is it too quiet, chat?
But also a brand new animated prologue from Studio GigX. Give it up for them. You guys are gonna love it.
Too low?
Okay.
Alright, hold on.
Now, let's get this panel started. Allow me to introduce our panelists. Our first one needs no introduction. He's a director, producer, designer, screenwriter, the head of Sonic Team, and co-creator of Shadow the Hedgehog. Please give a warm welcome to the legend, Takashi Iizuka!
Daddy Zook! El Zucador!
No less is legendary. Please welcome the voice of the Black Blur, the ultimate life form.
Black Blur?
Thornton!
We're bringing this blur thing a bit again. Like we already had to do blue blur for years. We're not doing black
Next
blur.
up, a legend in her own right.
We're not doing
marking
black
her
blur.
debut as the kind-hearted and gentle Maria Robotnik, Stephanie Shea.
Again, when did Maria last have a voice?
And rounding out our panel, the incredible directors at Studio Gigex, Alan Wan, Christopher Luck, and Kevin Molina Ortiz.
Wait, so if the last time Maria had a voice was in 05, then they literally just got... She must have been literally Maria age when she did Maria's voice.
Let's wait for you guys to sit down, get comfy.
That was like
How are we
almost
feeling
20
today?
years ago.
How's Anime Expo treating you? Iizuka-san, I'll start with you.
I'm happy to be here, so thank you for coming. So I'm glad to talk about Shadow today.
Yeah,
Sir Zook MBE.
Yes. Kirk.
What's up?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's me. I haven't been to an AX for like 5 years, but like the thing that was gonna bring me back was this. So
Yeah. Alan, Chris, Kevin, how we feeling?
We're doing good. Shadow X. Oh, no. Sonic X Shadow Generation.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bro already forgot the name of the game.
Full house. Glad to see it.
Shadow X?
Showing up.
Sounds like a Sonic X spinoff. I would watch Shadow X. That'd be fire.
I'm very nervous. All right.
Give him a warm welcome. Make him feel welcome. Okay, I'm glad everyone's enjoying themselves. Just a quick temperature check. Who here's been a Shadow fan for at least 1 year?
One year?
Okay,
Casuals,
okay.
get the fuck out.
How about 5 years?
Still casuals.
Okay. 10 years? Wow.
All right, hardcore, but you're still young.
20 years.
Yes,
Wow,
20 years. That's
look at
more
that.
like it since the GOAT
Okay,
came out.
It's clear there are some Shadow fans here, but there might be newer people. I didn't see everybody's hand, so let's maybe walk through Shadow's history for a bit. Yeah.
All right,
Okay. Shadow
they're getting the
Hedgehog,
casuals up to
also
speed.
known as the ultimate life form, was first introduced in Sonic
GOAT.
Adventure 2 in
GOAT.
2001 and served.
I saw
as a
Heroes
rival
logo,
to
that's why I
Sonic.
said that. I wasn't
Sonic
talking about
Adventure
SC2.
2? Yeah. Sonic Adventure 2 fans?
The guy just goes from 2005 straight to 2014.
My personal favorite.
Like, they just ditched this man for
His
years.
next appearances were Sonic Heroes and Sonic
The
Battle
GOAT!
in 2004. Sonic Battle? We have Sonic Battle.
Heroes!
here.
No,
yeah,
not
Yeah.
Don't skip over the goal
He had
like
his
that.
First standalone game in 2005, Shadow the Hedgehog. Wow, look at that.
Someone said they skipped
Outside of
forces.
just
Oh
the
yeah,
games,
you're right.
He made several
But they put Boom
appearances
in there,
various
though.
forms of Sonic media, including the IDW
They
comics.
put Boom and skip forces. Forces fans,
We
I'm
have some
sorry,
comics
but
readers in the house.
I mean they
Anime
skipped
series
06 as
Sonic
well. To be
X,
fair, I just realized.
Sonic X.
I just
and
realized they skipped 06 as well.
Sonic Boom, and more recently, Sonic Prime.
How you gonna skip 06 and then put Boom?
Now,
Don't
and
even
he'll
play
be
with me
making
right
his
now.
Live action debut this year. Yeah. He's been a fan favorite for many years and has been.
This is what I mean by they don't
guard
take the
hero
lore
and
seriously.
Occasional ally to Sonic and his
How you gonna
friends.
keep Boom in
This
there when
year,
that's a
being
spinoff
the
and
year
not
of
keep
Shadow,
06?
We'll be seeing more of his story in Sonic X Shadow Generations. But you guys, we're all here to learn more about Shadow today, right? Right? There are some things you might not know. And who better to enlighten us about the ultimate life form than his father himself, Takashi Iizuka.
I thought you were gonna say Robotnik,
Give
but
it up for Iizuka-san, please. Now, Iizuka-san, we just went through a brief history of Shadow's appearances in media. Now, what were his origins? What led to his creation? Okay, I think people know what this one is.
はい、シャドウが誕生したのは1999年に
Someone said if 06 doesn't
開発が
exist,
スター
why
ト
is
した
King
ソニックアド
Valley
ベンチャ
coming
ー
back?
2だったんですけども、 その時にはソニックに匹敵するライバルを作ろうということで、最初は考えていたんですけども、開発チーム私も一緒なんですけども、アメリカに渡米してでアメリカでソニックアドベンチャー2を作ったんですけども、その時にスポーンとかダークヒーローがすごいアメリカで人気だったんですよね。それのインスパイアを受けてライバルではなくてダークヒーローにしようということで、
Technically, 06 retconned itself. The lore doesn't matter, so I told you it doesn't matter. Kingdom Valley is in generation, well, Shadow Generations. Crisis City is Sonic Generations. The lore does not matter.
So we need a rival
The lore is made to serve the games, not the other way around.
Flew over to America, and we started living and working in America. And when we got there, we realized dark heroes like Spawn, were really popular in America, and that really inspired us to make Shadow a different kind of character. And that's when we thought, we don't want him to be a rival to Sonic. We want him to be a dark hero. And that's really
he was a
where
rival to
Shadow
Sonic.
was born, from an idea.
You see, they just make shit up. We don't want it to be a rival. He's literally a rival to Sonic. He's been a rival.
It's really cool to have characters like Spawn, who's like a character like we in the West are familiar with, be the inspiration for someone like Shadow.
He was literally in the game Go Sonic Rivals.
I was under this impression that he was also inspired by.
I wonder if Izuka even remembers Rivals. He's just forgotten by it.
But wait, but Izuka-san.
What did he say?
That's not true. It's not true. It's not true. So
What's not true? What did he say?
I thought that too, but it's super cool that like. It's not though. It's not though. What were some of your inspirations about designing Shadow's his design and his personality?
はい、もうここにもパネル今表示されてますけども、ソニックのダーク版ということで、最初はこういろいろなバリエーションのデザインを考えたんですけども、これを当時サンフランシスコでフォーカステスト、一般の人たちを呼んでフォーカステストを行って、で、
Someone said there's more gameplay going to be shown today. Fuck if I know. This is Sega. They're the kings of having events and not showing shit. So.
この今中央の下にいる固めのこう切れた。
Ram, will you not admit that Kendrick won? I already said Kendrick won. In the eyes of the public, Kendrick won. It's a vote of public opinion.
So in the beginning, we had a.
That don't mean that I like Kendrick more or I preferred his music. I didn't say that. I have my own opinion, but in the court of public opinion, just like a political debate, like 49.9% of people could say one thing, but that's not enough to win the vote. You gotta have enough to win. So my opinion is still that Drake did better, but the court of public opinion was that Kendrick won.
The development team were calling Terios back in the day.
で最終的には皆さんの知ってる黒と赤のデザインになるわけですけども、この黒と赤のデザインっていうのは実はその日本の歌舞伎からインスパイアされたデザイン。
So we did also want to choose kind of black and red as the theme colors for the character, and it was really inspired by the kabuki style of face paint, and that is part of the inspiration for Shadow.
それと先ほどお話したこのテリオスっていうキャラクターなんですけども、この当時は残念ながらボツになってしまったシャドウの前
How does that make me a contrarian, bitch? Please. Contrarian? Please. Apparently liking Drake makes you a contrarian? Drake? The most streamed artist on Spotify. Apparently liking Drake makes you a contrarian. Like, please. It's literally.
We have the design for the Terios character, which was a concept design for the character that didn't make it all the way through. We ultimately went with the shadow design that everyone knows and loves. But coming out this fall,
Gamer Guy said Taylor Swift is highly streamed on Spotify too, yes, but she's not more streamed than Drake yet. I mean, it's Taylor Swift's fault because she decided to be too posh for Spotify and didn't put her music on Spotify for years. And eventually she had to cave and put her music on Spotify. Now she's breaking all the records. She'll pass Drake's streams really cool. In the next year or so. He looks cute. But right now she's behind Drake. If she had just put all her shit on Spotify before, she would have been #1. But because she wanted to be bougie and, oh, I don't like Spotify, she didn't put her music on Spotify until like fairly recently. So now she's catching up in numbers. But yeah.
I have no idea.
I was wondering if it meant something. I think it's really cool that you get to play.
Bradley, it's not my fault. You guys were insulting me.
That's really cool. I'm excited for that. Now, Izuka-san, can you tell us what makes Shadow different from Sonic?
はい、そうですね。一言で違いを言えばやっぱりダークヒーローっていうところなんですけども、ソニックが正義や平和を守る。
Someone said I'd rather have Drake be number one than Taylor.
ヒーロー
Taylor will be number one. It's a
シャドウは
it's a sad reality, but she will be number
目的の
one.
ためなら誰が
If you look at the
どう関係
streams,
ないっていう
Drake hit 100 billion
危うさを持つキャラクター
total
ですね。
streams on
だから
Spotify, which
決して
is
シャドウは
he's the first to do that
正義
ever
の
on
ヒーロー
Spotify.
だから
But Taylor Swift is like second. When you look at the daily streams, she's getting like double the daily streams of Drake. And mind you, Drake is getting more daily streams than almost every other artist. Almost every other artist. And Taylor Swift is like double Drake daily streams. She's just catching up. Within the year, she's passing Drake in total streams. Like, her clout is crazy. And she keeps dropping like 50 versions of her fucking album to keep outselling everyone. Apparently, she's got a few new versions planned for next week when Eminem drops his album, so she can stomp on that release as well.
So to sum it up in really one word, I'd say, Dark Hero is what really defines Shadow and makes him different from Sonic. So Sonic will be a very positive, cheerful, character that's going to
Why is Taylor so popular anyway? I don't know. Beats me, man. I have no fucking idea. You go on Twitter and you see some people comparing her to Michael Jackson. Like, sit the fuck down, please. Relax, okay? Relax. Don't talk about the king that way. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So it's not really like, it's a little bit of a selfishness, but it's also because he's such a dark hero and he's pushing.
Prem ain't even paying
his
attention
goals.
because they're recapping everything for the casuals. What makes Shadow different from Sonic? Why is Sonic blue and Shadow is black? What was the inspiration behind creating Shadow? Oh, well, we needed a rival for Sonic. Oh, but he's not actually a rival. Man, this is casual fodder. Get to the shit, okay? Get to the shit.
He wants to protect the planet because Maria, who is so close to, loves the planet. And so he's doing it out of this love and connection with Maria that he will also do whatever it takes to save the planet. So they're both very much heroes, but it's that dark hero element that really makes Shadow cool and unique.
Floating Kite said, I think two grown men should be able to
best
talk
kind of
about beef instead
anti-hero
of
is
making
somebody
songs and
who,
beefing on the
has
internet.
something important that they fight
Well,
for.
I mean,
It
look,
gives them,
Drake
a lot of
tried to have
layers,
Kendrick
and
on his
Shadow's
track
relationship
last year, and
with
Kendrick said
Maria
no.
is a really,
So
really cool.
Drake tried to squash the beef.
Central driving force for Shadow.
Kendrick the one who started it,
having
so
that,
when someone starts it, you gotta continue it.
super cool.
Or you can ignore
So
it,
I
but
think I can speak
when
for
like
many
that,
of
when
us
number
I
one, you
say
can't really
we've all
ignore
been waiting
that. So
for years
Drake
for
had
new
to
pieces
engage
of
because
Shadow's
Kendrick
past
backed
and
him
his
into a corner.
backstory. So why are we telling his story now in Sonic X Shadow Generations?
はい、皆さんも
Why are we telling Shadow's story now?
今年の12月にいよいよ
Sonic X Shadow Generations.
シャドウが出演する
Well, you see, you wanted to
映画が
remaster Sonic Generations, but we didn't want to put too much effort into making the graphics better, uncapping the frame rate. So we figured if we add some new content with Shadow, then people would just buy the game for that. You know, like Bowser's Fury. Instead of having to actually like remaster an old game and potentially have another Colors Ultimate situation on our hands, which we really can't deal with that right now. Movie 3 is about to come out. That's about to be huge. We're about to eat. Like we can't risk that shit. Like it's just no way, man, no way.
シャドウを世界中の人に知ってもらおうっていうにはいいフォーマットだったんじゃないかなと思ってます。で、シャドウといえばやっぱり悲しいバックグラウンド
Nobody knows when the beef started. The beef started from the Controlverse. It's as simple as that. That's when it started. They've been subbing since then.
力を入れてますのでご期待ください。
So as you know, this December, we will see Shadow featured in movie 3. It should be a really great movie. And in order to really introduce everyone to Shadow before we get to the movie, we wanted to release something that could really do that, would be a good vehicle for that. And that's where we thought up Sonic
The
X
movies,
Shadow Generation.
multimedia era. See, they brought Shadow back because they knew it was going to be the movie. But you already know that.
Sonic the Hedgehog. So it had classic Sonic in there, it had modern Sonic in there, and it was really like all these great moments from
Mazer
Sonic's,
donated $1
legacy
said Cook looks
in
like
one
if
title.
Prince Philip
And
was
by
still
adding
alive.
Shadow into that
Man,
package,
don't
we
say that
were
about Cook.
able to
Don't
introduce
compare him to
Shadow
the
as a
royal
character
family.
inside of that same
Don't do
game
that to him.
Alongside Sonic. And as everyone knows, Shadow does have kind of a sad background story, and we did want to spend a lot of time and energy kind of portraying that in the Shadow Generations side of the game. So we really hope everyone enjoys the game and enjoys the story in Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Woo!
You think the mod launcher will work the same? Knowing Sega, it's probably the exact same game.
Well,
It
I'm
probably
really
work
excited.
exactly
Thank
the
you so
same.
much, Izuka-san, for your incredible insight into Shadow. I've been a huge fan of Sonic for many years, and it's been one of the greatest.
Someone said,
honors of
I
my
still
life
hate
to be able to
Drake.
sit
Kendrick
here
Lamar
and
makes
speak
nothing
with
but
you directly
classics.
about
Congratulations,
Shadow the
you hate
Hedgehog and
Drake.
Sonic. I also think it's the perfect
I will
time
give you a
to
cookie
show the
now.
world Shadow's charm and story. And who better to help us
Rivals
do
or
that
Rivals
than
2?
our voice actors?
Rivals 2 is a better game from a gameplay standpoint in every sense of the imagination. Rivals 1 has the
If
nicer
there's one
environments
thing we
in
know
terms
about
of the zone
Shadow, it's that his
aesthetics.
past follows him everywhere he goes.
Nicer
With all these
environments
new
in Rivals
elements of
1,
Shadow
but
being
Rivals 2 is a
revealed,
better
with
game.
upcoming animation, I like to ask our actors who are breathing new life into these scenes and into these
You
moments.
playing on the
their
wrong
thoughts
team?
and experiences.
I just have my own
Kurt,
opinions and
you've
think
been
for
voicing
myself.
Shadow
It's not that
for-
deep,
for years
okay?
now.
There's
Do
nothing
you,
wrong with that.
do
You don't
do
have
anything
to
new
just
when exploring
follow
this, like,
where everyone
previously
goes.
unseen,
Right? Like,
side of
I feel
Shadow.
like some people are just
more
like,
today
you
than
know when
I
it's like
learned
sports, right? Not like when it's countries
in
playing, but like regular
years, dude.
teams. You know those people that
I'm
just
getting
change their
so much
team because
stuff
their
here.
team
It's
been losing a
amazing.
few
I wish I'd
times.
been able to
They
sit down
change
with
to whatever
Izuka-san
team's winning now.
sooner.
I feel like a lot of people just do that.
Sooner.
Yes,
Kendrick's
I
winning the
speak
beef?
for a living. Thank you very much.
We all Kendrick fans now. If Drake was
no, I
winning the
mean-
beef, they'll be clowning Kendrick and
Yeah,
saying they're Drake
over the-
fans.
because over the
I
years,
saw
Shadow
a
has always
tweet
been very
just before I went
cool
live.
and unflappable.
A dude had a
You
Drake
know,
tattoo,
recently we've been-
a whole Drake
I've been,
tattoo,
discovering
and he
different
filmed
sides
himself
of Shadow
covering the
with,
Drake tattoo,
the
replacing it with a
takeovers
Kendrick tattoo.
and,
So you were glazing
the
the man
Lego
enough to have a
commercials.
whole Drake
Yeah, the
tattoo,
Lego commercial.
and
It was
because he
so
lost the
good.
beef, you've now gone and replaced it with a
You were
Kendrick.
trending for that, I think.
You were just fake from the jump. Like, what the fuck? Why are you
sides
tattooing
of
another man
Shadow.
on your body in the first
As far
place?
as the game goes, the cool, unflappable side, there's always been something underneath it. And finally, we're starting to pull out all those things and figure out what is driving that cool, what's driving that unflappable, what's brewing under the surface. So that's what
Bradley,
we've been
I
getting,
already said
with
that.
this
You're
game,
not
the
saying
team.
anything
And
new.
The team has decided to let a little bit of that emotion out at times, and it was a lot of fun, doing this game because playing down, and then all of a sudden.
Did
being
you see a
able to
leak about
erupt
Mephiles
and
being a
let
skin
some
in
of that
Shadow
emotion
Generation?
out
I haven't
that's
seen
been
any leak like
brewing
that.
underneath all this time.
That's so cool. I really love sort of the methodical.
Someone saying Travis Scott
artistic
is better
approach
than
you take to
Kendrick.
Shadow
Relax.
about the
Okay,
emotions and how
relax.
much to show and how little to show. And there's so much, I'm sure, new stuff in this game that will reveal more sides to him that I'm really excited to see. So from the new things that you've seen, has it changed your understanding of the character at all after all these years? Is there anything new that popped up during your performances for the for the game?
Absolutely. As I was mentioning, up
Don't
until
spoil.
recently, up until recently, I hadn't gotten to explore.
Prem, shouldn't you be
his
talking
history.
about
I hadn't
British
gotten to
rappers?
explore what happened with.
Do you know
Maria
anything about them?
And how?
Because if
how
I
he
start
was
saying some shit,
created
you won't even
and
know what
his
I'm
whole
saying.
Mission in life,
Yeah.
and that is.
I mean,
that is
Americans be
flushed
shoving
out
their culture down
in this
everyone's throats,
game.
and then they get surprised when we talk
and
about their
it's-
culture.
But it's a
Like,
it's been a
you put
real
all your shit in our
team
countries
effort.
and all your
the
media
people
and
at
movies
Sega.
and
It's
music.
Jack Fletcher, the director.
And then when we
who's
speak about it, you're like,
incredible,
why are you speaking
and
about
we've
American
all
music? What the
done
fuck?
this exploration together.
Where
to
do you
try
think
to
all these
find
streams
it.
are coming
And
from? All these
what's
songs are
really
getting
cool
streamed. You think it's all
is that,
American streams?
you know,
No.
Even though they'll
Do you
be
know
like
where The Weeknd is
8,
getting
9
streamed?
people in on a
Indonesia.
session, and they were all
The Weeknd is
throwing out,
big in Indonesia. Go on to Spotify, you
what
can
they
check the
think we should
countries
be
where
doing,
he's getting
what
streamed.
path we should be taking, and
All
we-
over
and
the
we all kind of
world.
agree, yes, we're taking this path, and yet what's really wonderful is that sometimes after we do all this work and the animation gets done and they send it back to us and we go, oh shoot, we missed something, and the Sega has given us the
Someone said, "Could we
license
not
to
talk
go
about
back
UK
and
music,
go,
please? I'm from
yes,
here and it stinks."
this is
Nah,
how
that's
we
also
fix
a
it.
lie.
And,
You know,
'cause it's expensive
that's
to go
also
back
not
into the
true.
studio and
If you could listen to
something.
Konnichiwa
But
by
they're taking
Skepta
the
and tell me that
time
that's
and giving
bad,
us the
then
opportunity
you have
to
bad
go
taste.
back
I'm
and get
sorry.
it right.
Wow.
And Bradley's hating on Central C. Bradley, you're such a
as
hater,
big
man.
of
You
fan as
are
I've
a
been in
hater.
this franchise for
How
so
can you
many
hate on
years, this
Central
might be,
C?
like my first time sort of hearing about
Man,
like,
you just
how a
hate on
studio
everything.
session would go, or like the creative process from like animation to voice to screen, then corrections. It's really like fascinating, and it's really cool to hear like how particular and how specific and how careful and precious we are about this franchise and the characters and all the love and work that goes into it. And it's really clear on like when you see it on the screen. It's so clear. So it's super cool how much time and attention goes into Shadow. And like, you know, it's
You're
cool
about to
that
ask
the
if I listen
events
to
of
Skepta
this
9 on
game,
the
I'm
real
sure alter
Skepta's
how,
actually in my
like,
top 10
you've played Shadow,
rappers.
and probably have altered how you're going to play
I've
Shadow.
got
like,
what's it called?
moving
Stats
forward,
FM. It
right?
shows you what you've been listening to.
So
Skepta's
that's
like
super awesome. But I want to take this over. to
Skepta's
Stephanie.
at like 8th
Yeah.
right now. For those of you who care about that shit, I'll just leak it on the screen. That's my list right
Stephanie,
now.
Maria
Actually, hold on.
is
Let me,
so integral.
let me make
and
it
so
bigger so you
important
can
to
actually
Shadow's
see it.
Story. She's such a beloved character.
Yeah, there you
You
go.
hear that?
Can you see that?
Look at her.
There you go.
No,
That's
don't think she
Drake.
looks like
That's
Aaron.
Kanye. That's J. Cole.
Because we know it.
That's Eminem. That's Tupac.
How did you?
That's Quentin
How
Miller.
did you step
That's
into her
Lil
character?
Wayne.
How did you find her
That's
voice?
Skepta. Savage,
I
Juice
really,
WRLD,
thankfully had
Triple
our
X,
voice director,
Kendrick,
Matt Fletcher, and then Tyler
Mac
Sonic.
Miller,
There were like
Neo,
a lot
obviously,
of
'cause
faces on,
he's
on
Neo,
a Zoom
right?
call
You
when
know.
we were recording.
Kendrick would have actually
And
been
they
higher,
had
but
so much insight, and they
I lost my
helped,
Spotify account in
guide,
2017,
you know,
so all those
guide me
stats
in
like
terms of,
from
like,
when Damn
performance.
first
I
came
think
out
for
and
me,
I was
was,
playing it like every
mostly
day.
focusing on
All those
things
stats
like
are lost.
her age
So
and
he's
then
actually
also
lower
her,
because
like,
of that, because
right?
well, he only
the
dropped one
illness
album
can be,
since
like, a
then,
real
so
trap.
after the
Because
Damn
having
like hype died
excited
down,
emotions and
there was a lot less
concerned
streams.
emotions, or, you know, not giving my story, there's certain things that happen, but like you're not always like, I'm weak and sick. You know, like
I think I missed some donations. Hold on, I muted the donation music because
that comes through and
people
when
were
it's
getting
not
mad
appropriate,
because of
when
the event.
emotion is so big that it, like,
Laura
it
Reed just
kind of,
donated
like,
£2 and said, "Have you
overrides
played Shadow the
whatever,
Hedgehog
like, physical
Reloaded
issues you might
1.0?"
be feeling. And like
What
Chris
is that? Is that
said,
some kind of fan
we actually,
port
which
or something?
doesn't
Like some
happen a lot.
PO6
I
for
don't
Shadow
know
the
if
Hedgehog or
that's
something?
like
I haven't
when
heard of
we
that
record
actually.
Other video games, it really doesn't
Shaggy
happen a lot.
donated
You go
$5
in
and
there
said, "Should
and
there
you do
be a
your lines
Drake
and you're
Sonic
like,
song?
"Bye,"
Also,
and then
should
that's
Drake
it. And then,
be
like,
in the
months
game?
later,
He might
it
be the
comes out.
secret
And,
character."
like, they brought us back, and we
Yeah, we
really
don't need
did
that.
see, like sometimes 3 times, you know, or more, because they would tweak things, you know, or they would, and sometimes it was for some kind of like physical element of the action, but other times it was like tweaking the character, things like that. So I really relied on them, and they were really great. In terms of her sweetness, you know, like that was easy for me.
You do play a lot of like very sweet
Well, no, because,
characters.
like,
How did I lose my
don't know if you
Spotify?
can tell this, but,
So
like,
my
I
first
actually-
Spotify account was created in
I have-
2012.
What's really funny, I have a really good friend.
Back
who's
then,
complete opposite.
Facebook
and
was
we're
still
best friends.
cool.
She's like,
So
"Oh,
a lot of people
humans
used to
are
log
bad."
into
Yeah,
websites
of
using
course,
Facebook.
you know, of
So
course this
I
person
created
is
my
so
first
shallow.
Spotify account with Connect to Facebook.
And I'm like,
And somehow there was an
"Dude,
API
everyone
hack
has
where
the
people
best
could start
music.
using your Spotify account to play
Wow.
music.
Goodness and
So like
people.
I'll be playing a song,
Here's the thing, I really
and then it
do
would just
believe
start
that.
switching
So
onto
even,
another
like,
song.
when the
Some kind of
world's
an
going crazy
API
and, like,
bullshit. So
you're
someone was
seeing
using my
multiple
account,
videos of people
but they didn't have my
like,
password.
I'm
It
really
was like
like-
Facebook's
I really-
API bullshit
I
that caused
I
it.
really believe that.
So I couldn't
So it sounds like you were
remove the
perfect. You were
Facebook
like
from
a
the account, so I had to
perfect-
create a
you're
new
a
account and
perfect
just
choice
bin
for
that
the role.
account.
Late in terms of that.
And it was like late 2017 when this happened.
And
So
from what I
all
know
the
about,
damn
like,
streams
you
that I
as an
did,
artist, like when you were talking,
and I
about,
played
like,
that album every day for like 6 months. I overplayed it.
Specific and,
Like,
like juggling. I'm
overplayed it.
juggling, like, the illness
To the point where I
and,
stopped
like,
listening
how
to it for years.
weave that into your performance.
All of those
is
streams are
super
gone.
specific.
Otherwise,
And-
like
and
Kendrick's
so I
stats would have been
really am,
higher
like,
for me. But
in
yeah,
awe of like how you could do that, you know. I'm sure it'll like give her a lot of really cool like nuance.
Sage
which I'm
Central
looking
donated
forward to
£2
seeing.
and said,
Was
"Is that
there any,
Gale
like,
from Breaking Bad
challenges
behind
about
Kirk?"
balancing those emotions.
Gale from Breaking-
physicality,
I
like,
don't
in the
think he'd be here.
performances? And like, you know, how did you explore like Maria as a character alongside that?
Do I listen to Carti?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was the hardest thing. Is like
A little
balancing
bit,
the
but not
emotions,
like,
and
you know,
the
that's not my
emotional
generation at the end
elements.
of the
And
day.
honestly, I relied on the
Let me
team
see
to
where he
really
shows
guide
up
me,
on my
because, like,
stats.
They had a much clearer vision
Uh,
than I did in terms of like how the scenes were playing out and what the moments needed.
according to
in terms
Stats
of the
FM,
pressure-
it says Carti
I'm a little bit of a newbie
is
to this
93rd
whole
of my
universe.
most streamed artists
I
of all
had
time.
no
93rd.
clue
So
until
top
when they
100,
said
I
that
guess.
I was going to be on this panel, and I started getting text messages.
Oh, yeah.
From people like telling me like how important this role is, you know, and
Carly is
don't mess
literally a
it
year
up.
younger than
And
you. He's your era. How is a year younger than me my
by
era?
then,
You start listening to music
I
when you're
already
young,
did it, you know?
right? So when I'm 10, listening to like the radio, he's like 9. How is that my era?
I think if I knew, I would
Your
have
era is like
so
older
much
than you. Like
pressure.
Jay-Z
And I
was
love
born
that
in
I
like
just get to be in
1969.
the world, listen
And
to
I was a
the
kid
record,
listening to
and,
Jay-Z.
you know, without
He's
having
like
to
20
be
something years older than me.
Don't mess it up,
Your
don't mess
era
it
is
up,
like
you
the
know?
people who are older than
I
you.
think something we as
If
actors
they're
always
like
feel
your
whenever
age or
we do
younger,
anything,
that's
it's
like
always
after your
"Oh,
era.
but don't ruin this. I know a lot of people like this thing, you know.
Like I remember people got mad at Snoop
I'm
Dogg because he
sure
said
you
Eminem
did.
wasn't
I'm
in his
sure
top
you
10.
did.
And it's like,
Amazing. Oh, wow, I
Snoop
should've
Dogg
took
is like
that when it came to
older than
Maria.
Eminem. By the time Eminem dropped his first album, he's in his late 20s. He's already grown up
Okay,
on his
Kurt,
goats.
Stephanie,
Eminem didn't even
from
have an
each of
album
your
out yet.
perspectives, how would you guys describe the relationship between Shadow and Maria? I know. Look at them.
You consider your era to be music you got into between 14 and 24? I mean, 14 and 24, you definitely listen to a lot of music.
Sorry, guys.
But I started young, man. Like, I started like 99.
To speak
You know?
to speak in actors' terms.
But sometimes being around older people, you
Maria
get
is
exposed to
my
music a lot quicker.
Super objective.
Like,
she is my reason
you know,
for
I got
everything I do.
siblings who do music. So like, they were playing music from
she
when I
does
was
everything.
young.
And so
I was
created
hearing late
to
90s
protect
shit,
her,
early
and
2000s shit.
I
We were watching
failed that
MTV.
mission. It
By the time I was 7, I was already
devastates
hearing
me.
like a bunch of songs.
Shadow.
Like, you know.
I'm okay with it. Devastates Shadow.
You're in it. You're in it now.
Someone said I'm on
And
Drake's
so
side
that's
just
why,
because he has a
you know,
song
he
with Michael
dedicates
Jackson and the
his
Scorpion
life
album is fire
to,
because of that.
to protecting
Okay, so you're definitely a
Earth
Michael Jackson
because of
fan.
that. So she is. She
I mean, I think there's a difference between
everything
having a
for
favorite
Shadow
artist
is
and
driving-
picking a side in
yeah,
a beef, though.
yeah, the
Like,
complete driving force behind.
I mean, obviously, I think there's a difference
Okay,
between
so in
who
my
won
mind,
and
I was
which
thinking
side
I
you're
was
on,
like, she grew up
right?
in
Like
Hawaii,
Kendrick
she was
won.
like nobody.
That doesn't mean I'm on Kendrick's side.
And other
The
than
same way
that,
if it was like a football
the thing
match
that
and you
I
got a
could
team,
relate to is that, like,
your team could lose, but you're
during
still
the
on that
pandemic,
side.
we were
Does
alone
that
in
make
our
sense?
houses.
I don't just switch
had
side
my
because
dog.
your team lost.
And I'm not
Like,
like
your
and
team
check
lost,
it out,
but that's
this is
still
not
your
weird, I'm
team.
saying, comparing shout out to
Right?
my dog. But my dog is also black and reddish tan. So
You were probably listening to
but,
lullabies in
um,
99.
and my
No,
dog
real talk. In 99, I was listening to
also
music.
gets a little
I was
too
listening to
aggressive when he's
Britney
trying
Spears,
to protect me.
Destiny's Child.
See, and so like,
Like,
anyways,
again, I
it's
started
just
young.
anyways. But I do
So,
think that, like,
but I'm from a
you know,
musical,
and
like, family.
I'm the
So,
driving force. I ground him.
those of you who don't know,
he brings him back.
been
to,
making
like,
music since I was a
the
kid,
less rabid
so-
stage,
Right,
you know, when he gets
literally.
worked up.
I don't really show it too much on
but,
this
yeah,
channel.
that's
I
how
mean, I have a
kind of,
few
like,
like remixes and parodies, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't hump her leg.
Do I listen to rock?
She kind of sort of operates as, like,
I'm
this
a casual when it
moral
comes to
center,
rock,
right?
but I
Yeah,
do listen
totally,
to
like
some
moral
rock.
compass.
Like Shadow
know,
is this incredibly
Meteor is one of my
powerful,
favorites for sure.
You know, like being, and that power, if in the wrong hands or with the wrong moral center, can go out of control. Right.
Right,
So-
Someone said, imagine
Yeah.
being a rapper, you
And
have
so
ghost
Maria's sort of
riders.
like grounds
It's not
him.
Ghost
Like,
Rider.
raise him.
Yeah. Do you,
That sounds like
you
a
guys
video
have similar
game
relationship,
or a
like,
movie from the 80s.
Who's the moral center?
That sounds like
here
an
between
80s
the two
movie.
of you?
Ghost Riders.
See, it's perfect. Amazing. I
What's
really
up,
love
Jaden?
how in-depth everyone's answers are.
Yeah, they're
As
doing
an
a lot of
actor
yapping.
myself,
I'm
and
just
as an
waiting
artist,
for like
I
the
it's
teasers
really
and
cool hearing how
the
everyone
animation
works
and
how
all
you
that
both
other
work,
shit because they're
with
yapping a
character
lot.
work and in the booth. So that's super cool. Maria gives Shadow purpose and direction, and I'm sure they both were each other's only friend. Their bond is integral to their characters as well as the story. So, speaking of that bond, we are incredibly excited to show you that bond in action.
Oh, we finally gonna see it.
In motion. We have an exclusive preview of the animated prologue from Studio GigX.
We're gonna see some shit.
Please enjoy.
Thank you. Let's see.
Gerald made me the ultimate life force.
Okay.
I should be the key to all manner of medicines,
Woo!
curing you.
Maria.
You and Grandfather are doing your best. I'm just as happy to spend time with you here while you both research.
It looks like a whole anime, like full blown, like Shadow X. Emerald.
father's lab. Shadow, you have to save him.
I'll handle this. Just wait here. I'll be back. I promise.
Man, they go dramatic with it. Shit. Look at that skating. Oh shit. Man, I want Shadow X. I want a Shadow anime now. Fuck a 5-minute video. I want a full anime. Give me Shadow X. Give me Shadow X, man. I want that shit. 3 episodes. Ooh, 3 episodes. Shit, okay. 3 episodes. I want that. I want that.
Wow. I have chills. Wow. That was an exclusive preview of Sonic X Shadows Generations Dark Beginnings.
Sonic
from
X
Studio
Shadows
Gig X.
Generations.
Give it
Man,
up
man's
for
already
that.
messed up the title.
I mean,
Bradley, don't leave. It's not done yet.
I'm low-key blown away. That was like a minute of animation. That was like a minute.
True
I can't see the rest
SSJ
of it.
Havoc donate $5
Now
and said, I
remember,
just want another full-length
Sonic X Shadow
anime.
Generations Dark
Man, we
Beginnings
need
is a
Sonic X
3
remastered, real talk.
episode
Just
prologue
make it like
coming out
4K
later
and then
this
just
year.
re-release it. Like,
Here
I just
have
want
with
that.
me the directors. Oh, you guys are giving up for
Just
that?
remaster the
Yeah,
anime.
3 episodes.
We have to have serious conversations about remastering animations because there's some goated like Pixar movies
Here I have with me
with
the
like
directors,
20-year-old
Alan
CGI.
Wong, Christopher Lutz,
Just re-release it
Kevin
and just
Molina
update the
Ortiz.
CGI graphics. I'll watch it again. I'll go cinema again just to watch
You
The
guys,
Incredibles
that was
in
crazy.
like 4K.
That was cinematic.
Just re-release it remastered.
Like the music.
We gotta start
the
remastering movies now,
compositing,
because some of these
everything. It
animations,
was
like
amazing. There's
like
so
there's
much
some
to
beautiful
unpack, so let's
movies
get
that just need some
started.
touch-ups on the
Alan,
graphics.
what do you think makes these animated episodes different from the animations we've seen? From
That's why
Sonic
Oh,
Incredibles
so
2 Incredibles 2 doesn't suck because it's got better CGI. It sucks because it's inferior to the first movie in every way.
Tell Shadows Pass for Sonic X Shadow Generations. When we met with executive producer Yukio Kusumoto, he specifically asked for something that's
They can't remaster
unique
digital
and a little bit
animation. That's why it got
different,
released
departure of the past
on
iterations.
SD on Blu-ray.
And,
Well, I
so
mean, if you
they
have to
had a
redo it, then redo it. We'll buy it again. Like the fuck.
Something that's a cross between
Incredibles
anime
2 is
and
not
Western
S tier.
animation.
No, it is not S
And
tier.
the three of
That was
us
a clear step
all
down
worked
from
on Rise
Incredibles
of the
1.
TMNT. And, thank you. And so we felt very confident that we can do this because we're dying to make some real anime.
Yeah.
So when we, you gotta
Let them cook.
Yeah. But anyways, so we received this really great script written by Ian Flynn, and
Ian Flint, okay. Now this
And,
poster
we
is
were
raw,
thrilled to
man.
have the opportunity
Shadow
to
Rouge,
explore a bit
Omega,
more of a
Emerald,
darker, more
Maria,
intimate story about
Gerald.
Shadows Past. So,
Not
yeah,
a classic
we're
Sonic or
excited
Wisp in
about
sight.
this, but, we
Ah.
were the pre-production
Someone
side
go and
of the
tell, like,
puzzle. We
2010
also have
Prem
a
that it
partner
gets better,
studio,
man. Someone tell him,
Studio
man.
Simic that
Because
does
when
the
he saw
production
that
work
Sonic
for
Colors
us,
cover,
led by
he
Matthew,
was done with Sonic.
Matthew Chow.
He was like
And,
ready to just move on.
And you know, the stuff that you just saw, like we were able to have a vision, but to execute it.
Like, you guys don't understand, like,
so we're very happy to have
You guys
them,
don't understand, man. Where's
to be
that
our
fucking
partners.
shit, man?
And their production manager, Ruth Seek, is among the audience. Please over there.
You don't understand.
Simic, you guys
Thank
killed
you so
it.
much.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
give it up
much.
for the production managers.
We had this. This.
Okay, cool. Shadow first appeared in the video
Fucking
games,
meta
right?
era,
So,
man. That shit was
like, what was the
bullshit, man.
approach
We had to
sort of
sit through that
adapt, like, the
shit.
speed, the abilities you see sort of in the games into animation.
Oh.
Was there anything like kind of challenging or? that
Someone
you
said we're
found
not
about
seeing that
that
animation.
surprising?
Oh, you left. You missed it. You better start rewinding.
So as we all know, Shadow's a very dark, brooding, lone wolf, when I say emo character. Right? But he's also one that harbors a lot
2010s
of
was a big waste. Man, a whole decade just to get two good games.
A lot of
A whole
attention
decade.
was, like, paid to the overall feel and the mood of these shots. So when you watch the animation, like you'll see a lot more moody shots. We thought it was a great opportunity.
We can't say we're back until Shadow Gens comes out and is good. Well, they can't fuck up Sonic Gens because they just copy and pasted the game. Literally Control-C, Control-V'd it, and then just added Shadow Rescue. So, Shadow Gens is the only asterisk.
Yeah.
Someone said we got Sonic Dash in the 2010s. Was that supposed to be one of the great games, or is that just like a temporal
so
clone?
for his like more tangible,
The best Sonic phone game was like Runners anyway.
Screen, a lot of his powers and abilities, you play them in game, you see them in cutscenes, but how would they look in a cinematic representation? And so the expansion on that was essentially our approach was to ask ourselves the question of like, how is the air displaced when Shadow exits a room super quickly? What does it sound like when his boots activate? Is it automatic? Is it sensed?
This guy sounds like he could do a good
from the
Sonic voice.
speed?
I don't
Does it
know why.
create
He's
heat?
giving me
All of those
Sonic
really,
voice
like,
vibes.
Intricate questions helped us structure and design a new sort of in-depth take on what you see on screen.
That's super cool. Give it up for that.
Jaden said there's a lot of trash in the 2000s with Sonic, but the difference is the spirit of Sonic was felt, so people had more reasons to like.
And you can
But it's
can
not
see
even
it,
that
right? Like
though.
when
It's
we-
just
when
that
we ran through the
there were
hallway,
so many
like,
games that once you pick out the best
behind
ones,
him
it's
and
way
the
more than the two
activation
great games of the
it's
2010s.
stuff that like the detail.
Like the
and
90s had
emotion-
multiple
the
great games.
emotions,
You had
can-
Sonic
can
1,
feel it in
2,
every
3 and Knuckles.
frame. It was so cool.
And then Adventure 1.
So Chris, Kevin,
That's like 5.
A lot of care, clearly
If you count 3 and
displays
Knuckles
the
separately, that's like
tone,
5 great
the
games.
emotions of Shadow and Maria.
The
and their
2010s
story.
had 2.
Was there any
Generations
sort
of Mania.
overall message
If you want to include
you and the
Runners,
team that-
it's a
that
phone
all of
game,
you
but you
wanted
could
to
include
convey
that.
about
That's
these
3
characters
max.
and this story?
The 2000s had SA2, Heroes, Advance 1, 2, 3, Rush. Even Rush Adventure was decent. Unleashed. That's already like 8.
And the facial acting was
So we can talk about like the success ratio or how much mid was in between. But if we just say how many great products do we get per day, I didn't even talk about Riders. I didn't even bring that up. I left out the racing shit. We can go there too. I didn't even talk about Rivals.
As we've said quite a bit on stage, the
We're not
bond
counting
between
CD
Shadow
Gamer
and
Guide,
Maria
okay?
is sort of
I gotta be harsh.
for the short.
I didn't count 06 for 2000s
something we really
either.
wanna put a
So
lens
I was
on
being
because
harsh on both fronts.
In relation to the more cinematic tone, the idea is to make sure that it not only motivates your character.
Riders is S tier for sure
but you
though.
have to
Riders
ask
is S tier.
yourself,
Like, let's not get it
you know,
twisted.
How does a character react to a decision or to a decision presented to him based on his trauma, based on his past? And so we directed our board artists to really focus in on the subtext. the
I need to
subtle
hear this guy
aspect.
do a
Shadow's
Sonic and
more than
Shadow
just
voice.
the
He's giving me
grimace
vibes that he can
face.
pull it off. I don't know.
Like,
My
what
gut is telling me he can pull it
accent
off.
Can you add
I need
to
an
that
attempt
that
from
helps
him.
define him more than that. Something that helps communicate this heavier tone and something that can encapsulate the feeling of longing you have for someone that's not there anymore.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Someone said Mania is mid. Maybe it's well designed, but there's barely any progress from the 90s games, which makes it
And
very
I'm
boring.
sure,
compared
like,
to
with
Advance
all
Rush.
these elements put together,
I mean, I wouldn't say it's boring, and I would say the drop dash is a form of progression.
Serves, like, giving
But
multiple
it was
layers
designed to be just like the
something
classics
that,
for
like,
sure.
A deeper layer than
You
maybe
know,
even like
more so like
an audience
Sonic
may
3.
understand at first. Like my understanding of Shadow may be, oh, he's just sort of this.
But I mean, I love
moody,
Advance 3.
Individual. But then you peel back those.
And
layers
Rush
into
is my
his
favorite
past
2D Sonic
and how he
ever,
really
so-
feels, and give him like a lot more emotion and dynamics, and it creates a very nuanced character. And so it just
Jaden
makes me
says,
really
I
excited
need
to
Sonic to
watch
select 'cause I got no motivation to content
the
on it.
prologues.
I mean,
My
I feel you,
jaw-
man.
and
We've all
your
been through
jaw,
our
too,
slumps when it comes to
dropped
that.
When I saw the Gizoid, right?
You
Like
know.
that was.
I need some good
crazy.
shit. People
Like,
keep telling
so
me
it's clear there's gonna
positive
be, like,
Prem
a
is
lot
back.
of, like lore, like deep
I'm like,
lore in these episodes.
honest Prem never
So
left. I've
what
always
was it
been
like,
honest.
like,
I react to what is
introducing, like,
given
all
to
these
me.
new aspects
So,
of Shadow's story
you know,
to everyone, and like kind of.
if you give me mid, you're gonna get a
in the
mid
greater,
reaction.
like,
You give me some shit that
mythos,
pisses me off, you're
greater
gonna get
universe.
angry.
Like,
I'm gonna get
and,
angry.
And like, because like
Give me some shit that looks decent or good. I'm gonna say it looks good. I never switch up. I'm always
Yeah,
honest.
so, I mean, when we first got
That's
the
how I've
script, I
always
was
been. That's how I've always been.
There's so much lore, and then we started
True.
doing all the Wikipedias.
SSJ Havoc donated another $5. He said, I still blame Pontac and Graph. No more of those baldy nosehead jokes and goofy kid and mess up. But I don't blame them for that, right? I blame Sega. Because Sega hired people that would give them that because that's what they wanted. So
You know,
Sega
as such,
decided
naturally,
that's
we
what they
took
wanted, so they hired
Evangelion.
those who would give them back. I can't blame them for doing their job. Their job was to do that shit, and they did it
Evangelion specifically is like
very well.
excellent
The goal was to be
with regards
cringe, and they did it successfully.
visual storytelling.
If Sega didn't want
like
cringe, they wouldn't have hired them in the first place. They saw the work they had done and said, "We want these guys." So again, I always blame the company.
Really good match.
Like when Colors Ultimate was a flop,
this type
it's
of
Blind Squirrel's fault. No, it's not. It's Sega's fault. They hired
has
Blind
that
Squirrel.
more
They
cinematic,
saw the
more
state of the game
sophisticated tone.
and said,
You
"Yes,
take
we're still releasing it
everything
on
you've
this
seen
day."
From games, like
This is Sega's
everything
fault.
You've seen in Shadows,
Just
sort
like
of
we gave
lore
Sega
and
credit
history
for
that's been
releasing
established in the
Mania, even though
franchise.
Sega
You have to
themselves
ask
didn't
yourself,
make
like,
it.
what does this look
It's
like
like we
in
gave them
this
credit
more
for Mania existing,
psychologically complex
even though they weren't the ones that
iteration
made
of the
it.
character.
We have to
So
punish
even
them
if there
or
are
criticize
familiar
them when they
moments, it's
hire
portrayed
Blind
in
Squirrel
such
to
a different
remaster a
way
game and
that
doesn't turn out right.
Something that was familiar may feel new, and so there was a lot of moments of excitement.
It was the equivalent of a parent letting their kid get jumped and watching.
Wow. Wow.
And make them learn how to fight back type shit. You're gonna learn this shit for the real world. I'm helping you. You'll see that in like 10 years.
Equally as excited. I think it's really cool when people who like pour. You can tell when like love is poured into something, especially if you're a fan of it. That was
You can tell
incredibly
when love is poured into something. That's
insightful.
facts.
Thank you.
Also,
Alan,
I haven't
Christopher,
forgotten. Where are we
Kevin.
getting this
I can't
jacket
wait
from?
to
I need
see
this
all
jacket.
three. I am
Where's the
gonna
link?
plug.
Before I forget, like, where's the link to that jacket, man? Because I don't know where they're getting these
Yes.
Sonic jackets from.
And everyone, please stay tuned. Stay tuned into Sega and their channels for more information on when the prologue episodes will be out. But to show our thanks for everyone who's in the audience today, you should already have your exclusive posters.
Where they get the posters?
Yeah, poster.
Oh, man,
posters,
eBay's
everybody,
gonna be
we were
rife
good.
with some of
But
these.
if you don't, please see the staff at the back entrance.
Oh, man,
you don't have your
if this
poster,
shit turns up
please
on
see
eBay-
them, on your way out.
Oh, I might have to
before you
cop one,
leave to get your
actually.
poster.
I got a
With
space for
that,
it, too.
We wanted to show some love to our Sonic community and our Shadow community and answer a few community questions that were submitted earlier this spring.
Please, no
There
lame
are
questions.
Q&A, so yeah.
No,
Our first
no
question
Sonic and
is
the Joker
from
bullshit.
At Zephyr's Sword. Their question is, I don't know if it's going to come on screen, but their question is, if Sonic likes chili dogs,
Oh, here we go. Fucking hell.
what does Shadow like?
Always some dumb lore questions. No one cares.
Coffee beans? Like straight?
No one cares.
Surely something to rival
What did Sonic major in college?
Kirk, do you agree
No
with
one gives a
coffee beans,
fuck.
or do you have another answer?
Well, I got something else. I mean, yes, he does love coffee beans.
Coffee?
But you know, the chili
What
dog's
shoe
kind of
polish does
a-
Sonic
you know,
use?
It's junk food, and so he is a hedgehog, so it would have to be something kind of junky, but something very.
Is Sonic a
particular to
Nike
him.
dude or an
Right.
Adidas dude?
I think it would be a version of a jalapeno popper.
Is Sonic Team Drake and Shadow
It would
Team
be a jalapeno
Kendrick, or
popper.
the other way
That's kinda
around?
spicy. But in order to darken it up, you know how they got the cream cheese inside there?
Right.
To add a little sophistication,
I said it like a
and
British
little
person,
darkness
so
to it, you'd have to have
and
just a
Americans
little
didn't
layer
invent
of
Adidas.
caviar
It's German.
in that
So don't even try and act like you're
jalapeno
always
popper.
correct.
That
It's
caviar
German.
jalapeno popper. That's the most cursed thing.
Some restaurant now needs to make that and call it the Shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, Sonic would, like, not understand, right? Like, that makes no sense to eat. Hey, Izuka-san.
Yeah.
How accurate are these answers?
I don't think he doesn't like her.
What about the coffee beans?
I've got a question,
I
Izuka.
heard from
Does Sonic
Shadow
drive
that he
an electric
loves
car?
Black coffee.
Or does he drive
Broccoli?
a diesel or a petrol?
Broccoli?
Is he like automatic or manual?
Black coffee.
Oh, black coffee.
Yeah.
Black
What does he
coffee.
prefer?
That's very him.
Oh,
Black
okay.
coffee.
I was about to have
makes
to
a lot of
change my
sense.
whole character.
You thought people saying Adidas
I can
was
see the fan
ironic?
art now.
Nah, that's the way Americans
Shadow
say it. They
the
say
coffee
Adidas.
mug. The next question is from Candy Pirate. At Candy with 2 eyes Pirate. This question is for
Even Nike, like, that
during
was
the
an
battle
American
against
thing.
Final
England, we used to
Hazard
say
in
Nike.
Sonic Adventure 2.
We didn't say
Shadow
Nike.
ponders out loud
When the
that
CEO
Sonic
of
might
Nike,
be the real.
They said it
Ultimate
was
Life
Nike. It's
Form.
not Nike.
What made Shadow
They said it was named
associate
after a Greek
Sonic
goddess
with
or
this
something. It was
title?
called Nike. Whereas British people are like, well, we say bike, so it should be
And
Nike,
remember,
right? We just
Shadow
said
gets
it like that.
amnesia almost right after this. So does he remember ever telling Sonic? Does Sonic remember? Like, I don't.
Oh, but the nerd questions. Does Sonic use iPhone or Android? Which side is he on?
そのシーンっていうのは最後のファイナルリザードをスーパーシャドウとスーパーソニック2人でこう倒したシーンの後なんですけど、まあスーパーシャドウはその時にこう力尽きて。
Jaden, the day someone asks that question, there's gonna be silence in the crowd, man. You can't do that. You can't do that.
ソニックに対してお前が
That's just you can't even do that. I feel bad.
なって言うんですけど、それはシャドウが命が尽きると自覚したからそう認識したんであって、結局彼は生きてた。なのでいややっぱりソニックじゃなくて俺こそが究極生命体だということで今なってます。
So yeah, in that scene we have Super Sonic and Super Shadow both fighting to defeat the final hazard, and you know in that moment Shadow was kind of out of energy. He's falling to earth. He feels defeated, but Super Sonic is not defeated. And so in that moment he thinks maybe Sonic is the ultimate life form, but in the end he doesn't die, and so he changes his mind and says, actually, no.
Never mind,
it's
me again. I love that. That's actually a good answer. That makes sense. That makes sense. I love how he wakes up, he's like, never mind, it's actually me. Yeah, I knew it. It was me the whole time.
Yeah, I was just kidding.
Does Sonic prefer
final
Super Mario
question is
Galaxy
from
1 or Super Mario
@pink_rose.
Galaxy 2? Which one does Sonic prefer,
Shadow
Zuko?
like to do as a relaxing hobby?
Oh gosh.
Does Shadow relax? Is Shadow capable of relaxing?
Oh, I think absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes.
He relaxes?
Shadow
I'm
watches the
wondering.
Vampire
I
Diaries.
don't know. He doesn't seem very
He
relaxed.
bonds with Klaus
What would he do?
because of how ruthless he
think-
is. He loves the
I think he might
originals
do-
too.
Tai Chi?
Okay.
He roots for Damon and Elena and not Stefan and Elena
Really,
because
really
he likes Damon more.
Really?
So that he starts here,
And then ends there.
and they're like, it's like, so what'd you think of the routine?
Right.
You can't even see it. It's so
Right.
fast.
I know that Maria and Shadow, their dream was to go to Earth, and I think that could be kind of relaxing for them, right? If they were to, if that
Shadow
were to
like Harry Potter. Is Shadow Gryffindor?
I feel like it would have to be
Shadow
something that,
Slytherin for sure though.
they
Shadow
can't do on
Slytherin.
the
He's a
art,
Slytherin for
right?
sure.
Right.
So go swimming because I don't think there's a pool.
A beach
Or a beach vacation. I think Maria would want to hang out with the animals.
Izuka's like, no.
No. She would just eat ice cream and binge Netflix.
Yeah. I was like, oh, maybe ice cream, you know? Amazing. Well, we are almost at time. Thank you so much to our panelists, Izuka-san, Kurt, Stephanie, Alan, Chris, Kevin, all of you.
I'm sure Zuka's sick of answering these law questions. He's just
We
like,
love
oh, here we
you.
go again.
You have all been
Ah,
an
here it goes.
excellent crowd. You guys are
Does
incredible.
Shadow love orange
Thank
soda?
you. Please follow the Sonic social channels. Stay
Is it
up to date
true?
with Sonic X Shadow Generations. Don't forget to stop by the Sega booth in the
Hopefully
exhibitors
someone
hall
gets that and
at
it's not
booth
just me.
3720 to pick up some exclusive Shadow merch they have this weekend. There's a cool little pin. There's a couple pins. There's some posters, some shirts. If you're excited to see Shadow's story like I am, Sonic X Shadow Generations will be out October 25th, 2024. That's actually my birthday.
Remember watching the video where the VA for Vector roasted the
It's
fan for
available for
asking a
pre-order
stupid
right
question?
now on all platforms. The digital
Oh,
deluxe edition
gosh.
will include that very
I
cool
do
Tyrio skin that Izuka-san mentioned earlier. If you sign up for the Sonic X Shadow Generations newsletter, you'll receive the Sonic Jam Legacy skin. Yeah, the Sonic X Shadow
I
Generations.
signed up to the
box.
newsletter. I didn't get my confirmation email.
Now,
I need to get my
before we say
skin.
goodbye, I see people leaving. Don't leave yet. I want us to do a group chaos control. Yeah? Can we do a chaos control? I brought the Chaos Emeralds as well.
Yeah, we definitely ain't getting
can
no
we
gameplay, that's for
please?
sure.
Can we please? Okay. That's so cool. Put the emerald down.
Shaggy donated $5 and said, "What's your opinion on the law of Sonic's balls? Was he neutered? Also, is Shadow gay?" John X donated $5 and said, I'm convinced Sega will only remake the 2010 Sonic games over the 2000s at this point. If we look at the contract record so far, Heroes will get the re-release. The Adventure games will at some point. They know that's going to be a moneymaker. They're probably saving Adventure Remix for Switch too, though, because they don't want to be limited by 2015 on Switch hardware.
Okay, and I want to take a picture.
Adventure Remix will have to happen. They know it's a cash cow. They have
Chaos
to do
Blast? Instead, Chaos Control. Control. That's the main one.
it. All these questions asked.
Okay.
All these
on
questions
three, we're gonna
asked,
do
and not
Chaos
one
Control.
person asked about the Sonic
You
jacket.
guys want to look?
Not one person asked about the Sonic jacket.
All right,
Wasted
yeah.
your questions on
Okay,
bullshit
one-
law
wait,
questions
how
and
are you holding this
Netflix.
mic?
Go on, figure it out.
1, 2, 3.
Chaos Control.
The jacket is £200. You got a link?
Thank you so much, you guys.
Well, that's that. Ugh. All right. I need some different music, honestly. What's the song I'm looking for? Yeah. I'm gonna have to go on eBay and find this poster because they're saying it's exclusive to people that showed up to the event. But I want one, so if you went to the event and you about to sell your poster, yeah, put that shit on eBay. Let a nigga cop that shit. You know how to use Google Circle with your S Pen? I disabled that shit because I use the thing where you swipe from the bottom of the screen to do like the back button and the home and all that, and you can't use Google Circle when you got that on. So I haven't actually been using that feature because of that. The animation was good, but obviously they had nothing else to show, so they had to stretch it out with a bunch of history recaps for the newbies and, you know, the shit you always expect. Like, these are the origins of Shadow because not everyone was, you know, around back then or was a fan back then. They're too young or not alive. I get it. You know, you gotta do the recaps. Someone said logo ruins the poster. Well, the one they showed in the event didn't have a logo on it, so I don't know what the situation is with that. If it's with a logo or without a logo. If someone scans the poster, you can probably just print it yourself and use Photoshop to remove the logo. Although that uses AI, so some people might not like that, but you can just use Photoshop to remove logos. Anyway, we got some quick news to go through before we end off. It's about the game, obviously. So was the animation PlayStation exclusive thing wrong? Or was this the... I think the PlayStation exclusive is like an extra thing. I don't think it's like everyone gets the animation, but like there's, I think, an extra part of it that's PlayStation exclusive. But yeah, now I'll probably just get put on YouTube like immediately when it happens, so I'm not really worried about that. When is movie 3 trailer? I heard rumors that it was next week, but I don't know. They have to show it at some point. It's only 5 months till the movie, right? But yeah, let's cover this game news and then we can end the stream. It says Takashi Iizuka has said that Shadow Generations and upcoming Sonic and Shadow Generations will have a significant emphasis on story and will cross over in some way with the original Sonic Generations full story and comics. Alright, so there will be some crossover between the two halves of Sonic and Shadow Generations, and that Shadow the Hedgehog's campaign will have a much heavier focus on story compared to Sonic's original 2011 adventure. So much heavier compared to a game that had barely any story means it will basically have a story. According to a newly published interview from Mitsuo Iizuka revealed alongside producer Shun Nakamura, that there will be a shared universe between the remastered Sonic Generations and the newly developed Shadow Generations story. Although Sega Exec didn't offer many specifics, he did confirm that the 2011's game, original villain The Time Eater, will also establish the white space setting that Shadow will find itself in come October. Sonic Generation starts with a monstrous entity called the Time Eater, which erases time and space. Similarly, in Shadow Generation, the Time Eater appears and the story begins with the creation of a blank space called the white space. Can't reveal more details, but I can say there's a shared universe between them. Whereas the original release of Generation offered a rather simple plot to emphasize the gameplay, Superstar noted that the approach to Shadow Generations will be quite different. Sonic Generations itself was developed to be enjoyable even without a strong narrative, because we were listening to too many of the critics. But conversely, Shadow Generations places significant emphasis on its story. Therefore, those who are looking forward to Shadow's story should be quite satisfied. That's a new screenshot, by the way. You can see like the shower rescue feature. Gens is kind of like Heroes, not much story, and Heroes does it better. I mean, Heroes definitely does it better, because Heroes had in-stage dialogue with all the characters, so you have like that constant dialogue in between like the small little cutscenes, so it always feels like things are ongoing as you play. You know, whereas Generations, the levels are silent, so there's nothing really happening. But yeah, we know that Black Doom will appear during Shadow's campaign, tormenting him throughout his journey in the white space, but otherwise very little is currently known about the anti-heroes of Common Adventure. And they teased the second character, which we know about that. Have they updated the site now? Let me see. I wonder if is it Emerald? Like, is it gonna be Emerald playable? Like a Shadow like type game playable with Emerald? I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, this is the full Famitsu article, which I think Sonic City has translated. So we can skim through this before we end the stream to see if there's anything interesting here. Ugh. Nakamura Twitter says that there's not one more character. Well, you got a link to that? Maybe it's a Mario Maker 2 situation. You talk about that extra game styles thing where it was only one style. I mean, that was a bit of a mess as well, I'm not gonna lie. People really got excited. I feel like they were gonna do one, but they scrapped it, you know. Imagine if the extra characters are Forces OC. You know, I wouldn't put anything past Sega, you know. Alright, let's see if there's anything new here. We're just gonna skim through to see if there's anything new. Sonic brand has become more widely known due to the movies. Yeah, the movies were the most recent era, we know that. The movies are substantial. What aspects of Sonic do you think have been embraced? Oh, I forgot to unmute my donations, my bad. Hold on one sec. Sister Rose donated €2 and said, out of Sonic and Shadow, who is Keenan and who is Kel? Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. I don't think there's a clear Kel. Knuckles would be Kel. Like Sonic and Knuckles would be Keenan and Kel. That's more like Keenan and Kel. That makes more sense. At least like your more recent Knuckles, like Boom era Knuckles would be Kel. For sure. And Boom Sonic would be Keenan, yeah. That's probably what I'll go with. What aspects of Sonic do you think have been embraced? I think Sonic's appeal lies in his unpretentious nature and edgy yet reassuring character. He's a bit cheeky, which is cool, but he always stays true to himself. Maintaining a character that children can feel comfortable watching has been crucial for over 30 years. I believe he was successful in conveying that enduring charm. Can you tell us about the current strategy for expanding the Sonic brand? We aim to expand Sonic's presence across various media platforms. This includes not only movies, but adventures like animated series on Netflix, ensuring Sonic's... I still need to finish Sonic Prime, man. I forgot about that. Ensuring Sonic's charm reaches audiences through all forms of media and generating interest in the games from there. However, at its core, Sonic is a gaming franchise, so our primary focus is consistently delivering entertaining games. In recent years, we released new titles annually, such as Sonic Origins, Sonic Frontiers, and Sonic Superstars. Conveniently not mentioning Cars Ultimate, of course. We're dedicated to offering new experiences, and it seems that those who have come to know Sonic through other media are also enjoying the games. Sales of our past titles have seen significant growth as a result. As the Sonic brand this year, you've announced the theme Fearless, Sea of Shadow. What is the aim behind this? With the upcoming release of the third movie focused on Shadow, decided this theme to emphasize Shadow's appeal as a brand alongside the movie. Fearless conveys the idea of facing challenges without fear, which we've embraced as a theme. Which we've seen this already. I did a video on this. Was Sonic X Shadow Generations born as part of this thematic approach? Pumpkin donated $2 and said the new character should be Wade Whipple. No, please. No, please. Okay? No. No. We've seen enough Wade. We've seen enough Wade. Where was that chart that showed how many minutes each person has been in the fucking... Oh my god. If I could find that, like... Oh, if I could find that shit. If I could find that chart. I covered it in one of the videos. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Oh, God. This shit. Look at this shit, man. Look at this ridiculous shit. Most screen time in the SCU so far. Wade is third. Third. Above Eggman. Oh, God. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Anyway. The Sonic X Shadow Generation is born as part of this thematic approach. Nakamura says, exactly, through the movies, we believe there are fans who are interested not only in Shadow, but also in the Sonic series as a whole. We decided to create a product for these fans. We thought Sonic Generations, which looks back on Sonic Sparks Adventures, would be enjoyable for new customers as well. In addition to that, we decided to produce a completely new work where Shadow plays an active role, aiming to delight not only new customers, but also longtime fans who have been watching Shadow's activities over the years. The Sonic and Shadow stories intertwine. The timing, yeah, so we read this part already in the previous article. In Shadow Generations, Shadow shines with 2 new abilities. Could you share the focal points you emphasized? Nakamura said originally Sonic Generations was designed for players to enjoy revisiting past memories. In Shadow Generations, we aim to create a title where players could relive Shadow's adventures as envisioned by Father Zucador. We added new elements to ensure that the game effectively communicates Shadow's charm. Daddy Zuki, you're also the creator of Shadow. Are there specific points you emphasize when portraying Shadow? El Zucador says Shadow is the only character in the Sonic series with a tragic background. Is that true? Wasn't Chip like sealed for like 1,000 years or some shit? That sounds pretty tragic to me. I don't think Shadow the only one. And literally, Silver's future was so horrible they had to go back to the fucking past. I mean, that sounds pretty tragic to me. I'm just saying, like, you know. And Yakka, he's a wisp, so his life had to have been horrible, like naturally. Like, oh, who wants that existence? This forms the basis of his personality, so I emphasize conveying Shadow's allure by including his back. Knuckles, exactly, Knuckles. That man's whole existence is supposed to sit there and watch over a fucking rock. Couldn't hire someone to do that for you? You gonna just sit there and watch a rock? You tell me Shadow's the only one with a tragic background? Man sitting there watching a rock and his ancestors are dead. Xeno Colors 7 donated $5 and said, where did they get those black and red hoodies from? I didn't see black and red hoodies. I just saw the Sonic one. But yeah, I need some links. Tails is an orphan? Really? I mean, if that's the case, how is Shadow the only one with a traumatic background? Like, come on. I told you they don't give a shit about the lore. In Shadow Generations, it's mentioned that new elements. Maria's background is what? She's a Sonic character. What about her background? Like, anyway. It's mentioned that new elements have been added. Could you please elaborate on these specifics? Nakamura says, we've introduced a special move called Chaos Control. It allows the ability to stop time, which can be used to freeze enemies or gimmicks in their tracks, enabling players to strategize or discover new routes. For those familiar with the series, it enhances the exploration of more elaborate actions and serves as a support ability for players who may find action sequences challenging. So to help people, basically. Izuka said the concept of Chaos Control itself appeared in SA2. However, this is the first time we implemented it as a system where it can actually stop time. Yeah, because in Shadow the Hedgehog, Chaos Control just made you move faster. Being able to manipulate stages by stopping time adds a gameplay element that it's characteristic of Shadow, and I'm personally very pleased about that. Nakamura said another new element is Doom Power. I can't go into details, but it's an ability controlled by Shadow after awakening to the power of darkness. Alongside Chaos Control, players will utilize these two abilities to conquer challenges, distinguishing it from Sonic Generations. Through footage revealed at the recent Summer Game Fest 2024, Shadow showcased Doom Power, revealing his appearance with black wings. This new ability portrays his transformed state, offering surprises and enjoyment not only for existing Shadow fans but also for new players. Can you please highlight the story elements of Shadow Generations once again? Nakamura says, whether you're new to Shadow or planning to see the movie, I believe everyone will enjoy it. Those who have loved Shadow until now will discover new facets and deepen their admiration. We've also ensured that there are connections that can be explored with Sonic Generations, so I hope fans will appreciate that aspect as well. Father Zook says Sonic Generations itself was developed to be enjoyable even without a strong narrative. Conversely, Shadow Generations places significant emphasis on its story. Therefore, those who are looking forward to Shadow's story should be quite satisfied. Are there elements linking the story to the narrative of the third movie? So Zook MBE says the movie tells a story in a completely different world, so there are no direct links between the narratives. However, for those who develop an interest in Shadow through the movie, this game will certainly showcase its charm to the fullest. By the way, what does Shadow mean to both of you personally? Father Zook says, I've been involved with Shadow's character since its conceptual stages. Initially introduced in SA2, he's garnered a lot of love from fans, allowing him to appear in subsequent series entries such as The Goat right after and portray his exploits. Receiving love from fans and nurturing Shadow over the years has been a rewarding experience. Now with the third movie highlighting Shadow and focusing on him under the theme Fearless Year of Shadow, we're delivering a new title featuring him, which is truly exciting. Nakamura says, when depicting Shadow, I am sure to preserve the energy, dark hero image that Asuka has carefully crafted. I collaborate closely with him to maintain Shadow's essence when he appears in new works. In both the scenario and the game systems, we strive to capture his essence, so I'm confident that players will enjoy his charm in this new installment as well. And we've got the picture of Shadow in the hub world. It says, Sonic Generations is a game that even those who have played it in the past can enjoy. Nakamura says, and I said, please tell us about the points you focused during the development of the Sonic Generations. Nakamura, did Nakamura even work on Generations? It says, Generations is an enhanced version of the original game released in 2011. Enhanced how? No idea. During development, we discussed internally which elements, including evolved actions since then, to incorporate. We aim to allow players to experience both nostalgic memories and new gameplay. Kazuka says, we demastered Sonic Colors as Sonic Colors Ultimate, released in 2021, but received a lot of requests to also remaster Generations. I think after Colors Ultimate, people started receiving requests to not remaster their favorite games because they were scared. But anyway, it was originally released on Nintendo 3DS as well, with some differences compared to other. It was a whole different game with different levels. The only thing that was the same was Green Hill. There was the demand to experience the same content on Nintendo hardware, so we also released a version for the Switch this time, aiming to appeal to a wide range of customers. Were there any challenges you faced during development? Since over 10 years have passed since the release of the original version, I can't believe it's been over 10 years since Generations, man. Most of the team members were new to development. There were very few staff who knew the original version's development process. So any of the people that were saying that it was the same level designers or whatever from Generations came to Shadow, I don't know the validity of that. Rizuka's saying very few staff from the original. Maybe some level designers came, I don't know. But alongside the original development team, we recalled what we had been careful about during the production at that time, recreated Sonic again, and defined Shadow. At that time, there was still an aspect of developing with passion, and the specifications were not firmly organized, which made it difficult to share opinions. Difficult to share opinions? That sounds like Sonic. At least 12. However, in the end, we were able to create the work in a satisfactory manner. What new elements are there in Sonic Generations? We've added a new feature called Shadow Rescue. I can't go into details yet, but it's an element that both new and past players can enjoy, so please look forward to it. Finally, could you please give a message to all the fans who are looking forward to this game? Nakamura said, this year is the year of Shadow, and we've launched initiatives focused on him, but I still believe Shadow exists because of Sonic. Well, duh. This game allows fans of both characters to enjoy their stories together. I think it'll be attractive to Sonic fans, and for those getting to know Shadow anew, I hope they can fully appreciate the allure of this dark hero. Through both games, I hope you can delve into the charm of these two characters. Lezook says, this year, under the theme Fearless Year of Shadow, We are working across various media such as games and movies to convey Shadow's appeal. Shadow is one of the most popular characters in the franchise, second only to Sonic. Shadow Generations is designed to introduce Shadow's appeal from scratch to those who may not know him. Additionally, Sonic Generations offers a chance to reminisce about Sonic's past adventures, which we do that a lot. We're going to do it again. I believe we created a game that will be enjoyable for both fans and new customers alike, so please look forward to it. And yeah, coming out October 25th, 3 days early if you get the digital deluxe. I think that's pretty much it, man. I think that's pretty much it. We've gone through everything. So yeah, I hope we get more gameplay this month. I want to see some more shit. I want to see what this Shadow Rescue is. I want to see some more Shadow content. But yeah, unless there's any more news, I think we are I think we're done. But yeah, Emerald, Rouge, Omega in the poster. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. No updates on this front. Ugh. We need that movie trailer. Oh yeah, we definitely need that movie trailer for sure. Anyway. People keep saying they deconfirmed it, but I haven't seen any evidence yet. I'll wait until they reveal the character before I start saying whether it's playable or not playable. Where would you put 2024 year of Sonic so far? You mean like ranking it compared to like all the years of Sonic? I mean, the year's not over yet. I made a video, a tier list on that, ranking every year of Sonic. If you want to see this video, I might link it in the chat. I don't want to spoil the actual tier list for those who actually want to watch it. Like, I need to take a quick look at it to see where I put things. Yeah. Where would I put it? If the movie is fire and Shadow Generations is fire, then it could be a solid A tier year, based on where I put these other A tier years. Yeah, it could be a solid A tier year. I wouldn't give it S tier though, unless Shadow Generations was like the greatest Sonic game ever. You know, which I don't think that's gonna be the case. You know, but yeah, I wouldn't give it S tier. I'm looking at the other things I put in S tier, like Rush, SA2, Heroes Year. You know, I mean, look, I might change my mind. The movie 3 might be so good that I'll be like, fuck it, give it S tier. You know, I might be on that shit, but I don't know. They give me a Heroes remake that's done well, they might get an S out of me. What about 2022 and 20? It's in the video, man. You can watch the tier list video if you want. The year of Sonic ranking. If you want to see where I stand on that. But yeah. It was up to 2021. Oh shit, was that long ago? What happened in 2023? My brain is slowed down, man. What did we get in 2022 and 2023? Jog my memory, please, because like I've forgotten, man. I'm trying to think like how I would rank them. Okay, Frontiers is 2022. Was Superstars 2022 or 2023? And in that case, Movie 2 was 2022. Okay, so Frontiers and Movie 2 in the same year. That's at least an A. I don't want to say S because Movie 2 was not S tier and Frontiers is definitely not S tier. 2022 is probably an A. 2023 was like the DLC for Frontiers, which was cool. But then Superstars was trash. Like, literal trash. So 2023 will probably be like B or C. Considering. Yeah. That's where I stand on that. Prime was 2022. Okay, fine. I could give it B. I enjoyed like the pilot of Prime. The pilot of Sonic Prime was really solid. I think that was the best episode, in my opinion. But yeah, you can watch. Like, if you haven't seen it, you can watch my ranking the years of Sonic. It only goes up to 2021, so because that's when the video came out. Will we get any more Sonic X Shadow Generations gameplay? I don't think we're getting any today, but we should get some eventually. You know, we have to. The game's coming out in October. 3 months. Like, time's running out, so we definitely gotta get something. I gave 2022 S in my video. The video came out in January 2022. There's no way I could have ranked it when it was at the start of the year. Do I think England's gonna win? Man, France are a beast, okay? France, you know, I'm scared of them, you know, so, yeah. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, if Mbappe sustains some random injury or some shit like that, then maybe. You know, but I don't know. Oh, we're not going against France in the semifinals. Okay, cool. Oh shit, Netherlands and Turkey are playing. 2-1. So it looks like Netherlands is about to win. So England might be going against Netherlands in the semifinal. Yeah, let Spain and France duke it out. Let them fight amongst each other, so we don't have to deal with France straight away. That might give us a better chance of making it to the finals at least. Your video was called Reluctantly. Oh yeah, you're right. I did make a video on that. I gave it Reluctantly an S. Oh, I remember now. I was like, I didn't feel like it was an S, but I kind of had to give it an S because we got a lot of content. Where's the video? Can I find it? Oh yeah, 1 million views, baby. Should be somewhere here. Probably already skipped past it. I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Origins, Frontiers, Prime. Yeah, I did give it an S. Yeah. I said that nothing that came out was actually S tier, but it was so many good things in 1 year, which is unheard of for Sonic, you know, in recent times, that I had to give it an S for the consistency of not mid, you know. But yeah, low S. What would I rate 2008? Yeah, you have to watch the full video for that. If you want to see me ranking all the years of Sonic from 91 to 2021, you know, you can check the ranking the year of Sonic video. Otherwise, I'll just be resaying the video. I explain everything in that video. I go into good detail, so you can check that out if you would like to see that. Cyberspace stream win? I don't feel like playing Frontiers. We'll see. We'll see, okay? Maybe another time. My voice is spent already. I was too busy yelling at penalty shootouts I've kind of lost my voice now. I need to relax it. What would I rate 2010? Yeah, it's in the video. It's in the video. Trust. But it wasn't the lowest year. Just in case you think it was the lowest year, it wasn't the lowest year. It definitely wasn't the lowest year. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. More content coming soon to the channel. But yeah, man, thanks you guys for watching. It's been real. Remy, yeah.